Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy 15 with Shade and Wraith. Say hello, Shade.
Hello, Shade.
Not sure why I put you first this time, but you deserve it. So, we are continuing on from last episode wherein we got Rama's blessing and found out that the Empire has the Regalia, and now we are on our way to the fort that the Regalia is reportedly stored at. Although I am going to make a small detour first, and I checked, it's actually closer to here than where I originally put the marker, to pick up a data log that I could have grabbed at any time, but my guide forgot to mention it until now. Or just neglected to mention it until now.
Oh man, that was my first time flying on a ship like that.
One more item to cross off the bucket list.
One thing's for sure, these boys are not skipping leg day. There we go. Now off towards Arakiel Stronghold.
Let's go.
A little late to be pulling out your sword there, Gladio. I appreciate you're trying to protect me, but... Oh, that's cool. Even from this distance, you can see the wings of that flying fortress sticking up above the stronghold walls. They're very good about that in this game. Things render at a good distance. Yep.
What is the King's Calling exactly?
Well, become best buds with the...
Legend has it the king once stood alongside the six when the battles banished the darkness. That seems awfully vague.
The Prince of Pain.
Yep.
Let's go. Yep.
I love how they didn't even care about the enemies showing up. They just continued their conversation they were having.
The earthquakes have died down.
Oh yeah, forgot about those.
Well, yeah, Titan's not trying to speak to me anymore. Of course the earthquakes have died down.
Huh?
Ooh. Glowing red stuff. in the air, probably coming from
Last thing I need now.
that flying fortress.
Some kind of fortress.
Yeah, a porta-fortress. Those walls don't look so portable, though.
They are remnants of the old war, and the Imperial Army has availed itself of the added protection. Entry will not be easy.
Sure it will. Oh, fine. Let's go make camp since they insist. Strategy. Go in and kill every motherfucker that's in between us and the Regalia. There. Strategy meeting over.
You want to make camp?
Sleeping out under the stars tonight.
Except we're not going to be getting any sleep tonight. Let's see. Boost HP boost. Let's get that 180 attack boost. They call them meat wraps, but they're just tacos. You can call them what they are, you know.
The gang's all here, see? Us?
Look at you.
So, any bright ideas, Ignis?
A dark one, as it were. A frontal assault would leave us exposed. But if we move under cover of night, we might be able to infiltrate the base unnoticed.
And until then?
We learn all we can about the base's design, and attempt to narrow down the Regalia's location. I'll analyze what intelligence we have available to find us a way in.
Sounds good, Specs.
All right, we're gonna get our wheels back.
Must retrieve the Regalia before morning. Begin the operation. Let's do this.
Our goal is the Regalia. The last thing we want is to engage an entire garrison. Avoid detection at all costs.
In and out before it gets light, then.
But
Indeed.
we can take the
Even if
entire
it means
garrison.
leaving the task unfinished, we withdraw before we overstay our welcome. Together on my signal. Until then, hold position. 3, 2, 1. Now. You're in fine form.
I like
Keep
that
it up.
instant warp kill.
Stop.
What?
Searchlights.
I was trying to head this way.
Tread warily.
All right.
Hey.
Can I warp kill that? Somehow I doubt it. How is he not seeing us?
Take cover.
Okay, apparently Imperial troops are blind.
Magitech armor.
Don't want to mess with one of those.
We shouldn't have to, if we keep to the shadows.
Right.
Target the blind spot. One hit, one kill.
All right.
Not bad. Might still be hope for you.
This what's powering the base?
A Magitech generator of some description. It would explain why the troopers in the vicinity are uncommonly strong.
I
They're
say
not
we
that
wreck
bad.
it. Spare us the sneaking around.
The risk is too great. Finding the regalia comes first, not a sound. You'll alert the anime.
Got it.
Take care of it. Hold it.
There she is.
There's the old girl.
She's a real sight for sore eyes.
And none the worse for her time in Imperial hands.
What have we here?
Change of plans. Your objective is to clear a path for the regalia.
Come on. This takes way too long. I know I could probably ignore it, but meh.
All enemies in the area. Knocked. Focus your efforts on the generator. There's a chance doing so will weaken the MTs.
No more stealth?
Our cover's blown. Go to town.
Yes, sir!
The entire base is fair game. Hold nothing back. The Havoc. And the off-balance.
No use hanging around here.
Indeed.
This one's just for you.
Onward.
Yep.
I thought there was supposed to be something in here. Ah. I thought there was something else in here too. I could be wrong though. Where is it in this little building? Gravity well, awesome.
Trigger happy, ain't they?
Yeah.
Watch out!
What are we gonna do?
We keep at it. What else?
The energy field is down.
Nothing. Prompto, double time it!
Here we go. That's quite a beard there, Rama.
This is the might of the Six.
Dude, that was hardcore!
And it did the trick. The place is dead.
Rest in pieces. Come on, let's grab the regalia and split.
Peace Piece of cake, huh?
This part is.
Inadvertent though it was, we dealt the Empire a crushing blow today. The Marshal will be pleased to hear of this.
Pretty sweet busting up that base. Bust a base. I like the sound of that for this sort of thing. There's a base, we go in and bust it up. Bust a base. Whatever, I'm calling it that. You don't have to.
I won't. Seems a bit flippant.
Why not go for something a little more epic?
Because I thought of it first. So that's the name. Bust a base. Get used to it.
Easier said than done.
Guys?
Hello, Ravis.
Been Noctis.
Ravis.
You received the storm's blessing, and yet you know nothing of the consequences.
Watch it.
Be still, all of you.
Not good.
Heir to a crown befitting no other. Witness his splendor and glory. All hail the chosen king.
Awful high and mighty for an Imperial rat, serving the enemy to hunt down Luna.
I do not serve, I command! The king's sworn shield.
You better believe it.
A weak shield protects naught.
Hey! Wanna go? Let's do it.
Should the chosen fall, that too is fate.
I'd say that's far enough. A hand, Highness.
Not from you.
Oh, but I'm here to help.
And how is that?
By taking the army away.
You expect us to believe that?
When next we meet, it'll be across the seas. Just so happens we have business of our own with the tutelary deity, don't we? Fare thee well, your majesty. And safe travels.
Yeah, fuck you, too,
guys-
Arden.
Know that guy?
Ravis Nox Fleuret, first son of Tenebrae, and elder brother to Lady Luna Freya.
At long last, the Imperial blockades of Discayan roadways have been removed. The Imperial Army has also demolished all related facilities erected around the region. The Provisional Government of Insomnia anticipates increased traffic congestion along most local highways and encourages all citizens to refrain from any unnecessary travel for the time being.
So help me figure this out. That was Luna's brother?
The High Commander himself. Wartime makes for quick promotions.
Even a son of Tenebrae can rise to the top.
But why would he want to lead their army?
Who cares?
Certainly formidable enough on his own.
If Ravis wants power, I'll give him a taste.
Excuse me. Oh, I just noticed the Imperials filled up the tank for us. How nice of them.
It's getting hot out here.
Just need to pull in somewhere cool.
Yeah.
Any chance sleeping in a nice room tonight?
Yes, I'm certain we can secure suitable accommodations nearby.
Why are you whining about sleeping tonight when it's 7 a.m.? Oh, right, we didn't sleep last night. I suppose that makes sense.
Oh, Gladdy,
What's wrong?
I let you down. I never made it to Kayem. The Empire came while you were gone. None of us said a word about Noct. They just showed up and then... Poor Jared.
What do you mean? What happened to Jared?
There was nothing we could do!
It's not right. We should have been here.
I couldn't stop them.
But I won't let the Empire get away with it. They'll pay for what they've done. I promise.
I believe in you, Prince Noctis. I'm taking Talcott, and we're going to Kayem. We can't just stay here and do nothing.
I understand.
Oh, that's a hell of a dream. Pretty cool to see Noctis kick ass like that, though.
I can't let her go it alone after everything that went down. It'll be a squeeze in the car, but just for a while.
Shall we then?
Yeah, I don't want to keep Sid and Cindy waiting. They're fixing up the boat as we speak.
We ought to thank them.
Actually, Jared's the one we ought to thank.
Yeah. He really thought of everything.
Bloodthirsty brutes. That's the nifs.
Now, I could be an ass and leave Iris here
Filled her up for ya.
for a while as I go do other shit. They actually have the American Express logo. Wow.
Welcome. Come again.
But I'm not going to be an ass. I'm going to go ahead and take yours down to Cape Kayam.
What'd I miss?
You missed quite a bit. We infiltrated the Oracule stronghold. We got the Regalia back. We saw Rama's strength as we summoned him for the first time. It absolutely obliterated the Imperials. We met...
I believe I recall seeing that from one of your previous streams, though.
Yeah. We met Lord Commander Ravis Nox Fleuret, Luna's older brother and commander of the Imperial Army. And yeah, we came back to find out that Jared, the old man with Talcott, was killed by the Empire. So we're going to make them pay for that. Why won't it let me? Okay. Let's see. I remember right. We need to go to Old Lestalem first. Oh, wait, no. That's not what I... No.
So how about a breather?
That's not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to take Iris with us, which means I need to talk to her, I guess.
Ready to roll?
Once you proceed, you will be unable to return for some time. Yeah, but I don't want to be a dick and just leave her here. Even though I can. The game will let me.
Morning.
I've done it before, where I just go off and do side quests and leave Iris standing here at the gas pump. And she'll stay there until we come back for her. But we'll do this, get her down to Cape Kayam, and then go back to doing side quests galore.
Looking at the Regalia really reminds me of home.
It sure doesn't look like any of the cars you see around here.
And it's a lot roomier, too. I can't imagine trying to cram 5 people, including Gladdy, into one of those things. Have you ever ridden in one?
Can't say we have.
There was barely enough room for our luggage. Thank goodness you guys could give me a lift.
Think the others made it to Kayam all right?
I suppose we'll find out when we get there.
Can confirm I have been in a road trip crammed in like a sardine hole.
Yeah. There's a reason the one time we did a road trip that was 5 of us, we rented a van because Mom didn't have her van yet. Because that was Mom, Dad, my sister, myself, and Caden, who was like 3 or 4 years old at the time.
Not 100.
You almost know your stuff.
All thanks to Jared.
Yeah. But this was after Erin had her injuries, so she wasn't really able to help Mom drive. I was too young to be allowed to drive a rental vehicle because yeah, rental issues. So Mom had to
Thank
do
you
all the
for
driving.
Ignis.
Caden was
Pleasure.
Are you the
seated
only
right
one that
behind
drives?
I can
Aaron
drive.
And so can I.
It's not
and
like Iggy's the only one
kept
who
kicking
can
the
drive.
seat.
He's just the only one we can trust.
Wow, are they that bad?
Not bad at all, right?
Right.
So
But
that was
there's no way
fun.
the big guy's taking any
I
chances
mostly
with
just
his
stayed in the very
sister
back with
car.
my laptop and played games.
You have a laptop. Back in my day, we had a black and white Game Boy with no backlight.
Sure you don't need a break?
Yes, but this was still
You are
when I
sandwiched in
was
back there.
Have
like
Prompto suffer
20.
instead.
Really?
Or
it's
21.
fine. No suffering here.
So it's not like it was back in the day. Dear God, that's still 10 years ago, though.
I got some bad
That
news,
would have been
guys.
like a year
Oh,
before we met.
great. Another floating fortress.
Let's pull over.
Knocked.
Relax. We've got this.
Ooh, you'll get to see another fort infiltration.
Taking matters into hand?
Delivering justice for Jared.
And for Talcott, too.
Iris, I'll need you to wait here.
All right.
Get a room at the motel. We'll be back.
Huh. Careful, Noct. Only fools rush in. I suggest we review our intelligence and devise a plan.
Let me make sure. Okay, no side quests in this area.
Surprised to see him this far out.
Leave no plot of land unconquered.
Those aren't conquering numbers.
Likely building a supply line it would behoove us to cut.
Oh, looks the same as
That
before.
is not what I meant
Looks
to do.
can be deceiving.
We beat them once. They won't make it easy this time.
And neither will we.
Oh, it'll be easy, alright.
Definitely.
I'm trying to remember what we do in this infiltration. I think this is the one where we
All alone.
try
She's a
to
big girl.
capture
She'll be
the
fine.
fort commander. But I'm not 100% sure. Oh, meow.
Iris isn't exactly a bring-em-on backstreet brawler, is she?
Well, she's tough, but I'd feel better if we got this over with and got back on the road.
Mwah. Sorry, Ditto, I didn't mean to stab you with my mic. I accidentally stabbed her with my mic. What can I say? There's a kitty in my lap. I want to lean down and kiss her.
Our encounters with the Chancellor seem more than mere chance.
See that guy everywhere.
I've seen enough of him.
That's not.
Yeah, not what I wanted him to do. Oh, look, a Magitech armor we can take out. Wait.
Another one out.
There we go.
No use hanging around here.
Indeed.
There's another armor.
Yep.
Can you warp strike if you hop high enough?
Yes, apparently. I was hoping since it was letting me target that it would let me just warp strike through the fence. Oh, there's a hole in the fence there. Yeah, the Vela's model of the Magitech armor really doesn't pose a threat at all.
Any plan? All right, Zorn. I'll suffer.
This video just falls over after you hit it once.
Oh shit!
Nothing to it.
There's nothing I could do about that with when I saw it. I mean, still, not really a threat. It only did 400 and so damage. Which, yes, would have killed me at level 1, but we haven't been level 1 for a while.
Yeah.
Times.
Time for some action. Done in a minute.
Anything in here? Nothing. That's okay, we came here to check the watchtower. Which conveniently lets us see over the wall and inside. Trying to remember this layout.
Trying to get to that red thing, right?
Well, yes, eventually we want to destroy that. But...
So, what's our plan?
Find the base commander and take him
Yep,
to custody.
this is that one.
Targeting metal men will yield little in the way of reconnaissance, but bones bend easily. We'll split into 2 groups of 2. Prompto and Gladio will generate a diversion.
Oh yeah, making a scene's what I do best.
Noct, are you prepared?
Operation To Catch a Commander is go.
The insolence of that up-jumped mercenary. And there
Oh
is
yes,
still
this
no
is
word.
also
This cannot be borne.
this one.
Such behavior besmirches his radiance's good name.
That's our target. Let's
He walks
follow
like he's
him.
got a wedgie.
Seize him on my signal. Stay hidden till then.
What is that Chancellor playing at? I'm no man's fool. He sent Highwind to watch me.
It's a good thing nobody ever looks up.
Right. know, if you were a lower level, I would probably say something like, "Well, I wish it was that easy to kill them, you know, in
It's no
outside
mere
of stealth."
coincidence she and I meet.
But it is
wherever I
that
go.
easy.
Claims to
It really is.
trust her as a person. Hollow words from the mind behind the Magitech movement.
Also, this kind of bitching is probably not something that an officer should be doing in hearing range of his subordinates.
Right.
I may have acted in haste with that impudent steward back in Lestalem, but my mission remains clear.
He's the bastard that killed Jared.
That mercenary gets her grubby hands on the prince before Caligo Uldor.
I mean, I was gonna capture him anyway, but now I'm gonna take pleasure in it.
I had an internet hiccup. I didn't see what happened right after you warp killed that dude right below you.
Oh, did you not hear him say, "I may have acted in haste with that impudent steward" back in Lestalem? He's the one who killed Jared.
Yes. Or at least ordered the kill if he didn't do it himself.
Yeah.
I'll give Highwind one last chance to respond. Stand guard here. If the Commodore arrives, send her through.
Here's my chance. Come on, Iggy, tell me I can take him.
Now's your chance, Noct. Close in from behind. And remember, we need him alive.
Don't...
You're in fine form. Keep it up. Looks like they've set to work.
I'd say that's a diversion.
You regroup with the others.
Guess it's time to let loose.
Maniple, that takes a little bit more. Gladio, get away from it. Right.
He's fine.
Glad to see you lot were successful.
Does that mean you weren't?
I placed our captive into the hunter's custody, but I've just been informed he's fled. He lives to die another day.
And I'll gladly help him with that.
Unstable stabilizer. Well, if it's unstable, then it's probably not a very good stabilizer. Oh, hello, Aranea.
Hey, pretty boy. Let's see what
We
you
saw
can
her
do.
earlier, too, in a cutscene. This is our first chance to actually tangle with her.
I mean, she's a Dragoon and a Highwind. This is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Although I'm probably just going to cheese it with warp strikes. Yep. Totally cheesed her.
Is it that time already?
What time?
Quitting time. Sorry, but this girl doesn't work after hours. I could, but there wouldn't be a single
5
gill in it
seconds.
for me. We should play again sometime, pretty boy.
Who the hell was she?
I'm still worried about Iris.
I imagine she's fine.
But we shouldn't keep her waiting.
You're back. Did you kick their asses?
Oh yeah.
All in a day's work.
Hey, mind if I hang in your guys' room for a bit? Oh, hey, it's me.
Not a bad shot if I do say so myself.
Not bad. It's great. You could be a professional cameraman.
Oh, I hold on to the hope.
Aranea, huh?
Let's hit it.
Sure.
Actually, this is a good point to call it for this episode. So thank you for watching. Do the liking and the subscribing and all those YouTube things, and we will see you